From the Daily Caller, Brother Jim reporting here. This is going to be showing you exactly what it is to brainwash your society into hating white people, starting with the classroom. And it makes perfect sense, because that's why you got a bunch of people destroying, young people destroying our city nowadays. That's why you have people in the colleges and high schools that give reasons for terrorism of Muslims. They literally support them after they get cut up. Yeah. So check this out. This is amazing here. Buzzfeed, white people are a plague to the planet. Buzzfeed published, and here's the Buzzfeed site. Buzzfeed published a listicle Monday containing insulting and racist messages toward white people. The listicle, entitled 19 School PowerPoint Presentations That Give Zero, is a list of students giving presentations. So what this is basically, this is Muslim propaganda pushing racism. That's what it is. And this is where the Black Lives Matter was raised up through George Soros. This is all pushed from the Clinton DNC and George Soros, and of course Obama regime mainly. Many of the presentations including insulting and hateful messages towards whites, such as white people are a plague to the planet, how white people plague society, and white people are crazy. Can you believe this? An image, this is why you don't want your kids going to Common Core schools. An image featured on the list shows a young woman with the presentations, "White people stay colonizing," while wearing a t-shirt that reads, "Make America Brown Again." Let's see. America was never founded by white people. Brown people or black people. We brought the Africans over way back in 1820, and it wasn't us, it was the Vatican Democrats who promoted slavery to bring them over and force them to be slaves over here. It was the Republicans, conservatives such as I, who voted against them. So the Africans never became African Americans, and they never started this country. So that's stupid. But see, this is the kind of brainwashing you get, number one. And another picture showed a woman with a t-shirt that reads, "Check your privilege," standing in front of a screen displaying a mug labeled "White Tears." One student gave a presentation that contained a slide reading, "Diversity is a myth. You're probably racist." This list comes a week after BuzzFeed tried to smear a popular TV show couple for their pastor's stance on gay marriage. Let's see, you hate white people, but at the same time, you're trying to slander a popular TV show couple for their pastor's. Oh, you're talking about the Flip Holmes show that I reported on. Yeah. The Christians. Yeah. BuzzFeed, totally from Satan. A few days ago, BuzzFeed editor posted the private phone number of a conservative TV show producer on Twitter, which the target felt was an incitement to harassment. Wow. That's just like the Democrats posting personal phone numbers. So there you go. So let's move over to this site and check out these disgusting display from BuzzFeed. Don't ever go here. Don't ever pay them any money. This is the disgusting crap they put out. This investigation into teen crazes. White people stay colonizing. An examination on teen dance crazes and teen slang. This presentation on the reality of Eurocentric society. White privilege does exist, by Robin. Look at this. I had these white kids shook. Well, I bet you did. But Donald Trump's going to get rid of this kind of garbage. This is racism being taught in America. Number 3, this slide featuring important ceramic work. Ceramic work is white tears. Cuckoo. This friendly but brutal opening slide on mainstream diversity. Diversity is a myth. You're probably racist. And you can see the kind of woman who's sitting here. Yeah, Muslim. This examination of fictional characters. Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and reverse racism. It's hard to read. What do they all have in common? Looks like she could be a Muslim as well. And this exposure of modern day myths, Bigfoot, unicorns, reverse racism, what do they all have in common? You know, if this kind of garbage was in my classroom when I was a kid, we'd just laugh at it. You know, that's the kind of garbage that would be written on the chalkboard before the teacher came in, and she'd erase it and ask who wrote that on there. And if she found out, you'd be sent to the what do you call it? The principal's office. Number 7, this presentation on worldwide appropriation. Everybody wanna be a nigga, but nobody wanna be. Now that makes a lot of sense. You know, I bet they all got A's. Professor is about to stop assigning presentations. Well, I could see why. This father's reflection on colonialism, a brief history of colonialism in South Asia. It sucked. Amazing. Is that it says another slide from my presentation from Kieran. Is that supposed to be a presentation? Are you serious? If I was your teacher, I'd give you a fat F and say, and tell you to sit down. Don't ever put that up on my screen again. This presentation on historic events, why people are a plague to the planet. There you go. Total racism by this young student right here, who's got a baseball hat on. You know, when I was a kid, they didn't even allow baseball hats to be worn in class. You had to take it off. But now anything goes. Number 10, and this slideshow by a student who simply had enough. How white people plagued society. Why is it everyone in the classroom is either black or Muslim? You know, if you don't want to live here, you should go somewhere else to live. And see, look, finessed an A on my presentation. It's disgusting, isn't it? This is the kind of garbage that teachers are teaching in your school. It's no wonder why your kids come out brainwashed. Number 11, this succinct analysis of Amira Baraka's Dutchman. White people are crazy. Well, that's a heartfelt message there. You should get an A for that. Number 12, this mandatory history lesson. White privilege is your history being part of the core curriculum and mine being taught as an elective. There you go. And look, he's smiling up here. This concise interpretation of what could have been had Caucasians stayed in their lanes. Yeah, it says lanes, and in Europe. It says reverse racism is not real. Crazy. Number 14, and this is in-depth study of Western imperialism. I am bitter. That's in-depth. That's the kind of garbage that kids learn in school and present for work. Followed by this short list. Here's the in-depth study, and then here's the short list. List of crimes in Europe. Number 16, this student's discussion on the fall of his homeland, American imperialism in the Middle East. How white people effed up my homeland. See, now you're allowed to use the F-bomb in school, and you'll get an A for it. See, that kind of like throws God right out of the picture, doesn't it? Let's throw the Bible out. Let's throw prayer out of the school. And now let's promote using the F-bomb as well, and racism, everything else. And you wonder why you have all these millennials on the streets that are destroying everything. Of course, it's slowed down a bit. Number 17, this broad analysis on school and growth. I still hate myself. Freshman year, I hated myself, but now I hate myself. Wow, that was so intelligent. Freshman year, I hated myself, but now I still hate myself. Wow. I had to do a senior presentation on how I changed in my past 4 years of high school, and I got an A. And look, it's Kieran again. Mentally deranged places to go is your school. You're going to get deranged. This authentic definition, life is painful, hilarious. The complete opposite of what the Bible teaches. And this introduction to a horror story. Tell white people, no, you all white people are dangerous. The horror story. With a big smile on her face. I bet you shocked all the white students in the class. I don't think I need to ask what kind of, it says, Hadi Sokin is a junior staff writer at Buzzfeed UK and is based in London. Well, there you go. Hadi Sokin, junior staff writer at Buzzfeed UK. And you know that UK is loaded with Muslims. Infected is like, I don't know how many percent it is. So there you go. Muslim propaganda through BuzzFeed. Anyway, I just want to share that with you, showing you how amazing how Islam and their race baiting, hate, and everything else contrary to God is being taught in the schools. Thank you for listening. God bless.